Last year, we saw a bunch of powerful new gaming handhelds hit the market. And at CES 2024, it's clear that momentum is continuing into the new year with this, the MSI Claw. So let's see what we got going on here. As we're looking at it here, there are some similarities between this and an ROG Ally. Obviously, this is black instead of white, but if I can swing it around, you notice that the grips on the sides are significantly better. And right away, I've noticed it's just so much more comfortable to hold. Now, as you expect on a gaming handheld, you get some nice RGB lighting right around the joysticks right here. Your standard assortment of face buttons, D-pad, but it's really important to notice these are all Hall effect joysticks and buttons. So they are super precise and using the same joysticks as you get on an Xbox, so it should be pretty familiar to anyone who's a longtime gamer. There's a power button with a built-in fingerprint sensor, which is always very nice, micro SD card reader, and a USB-C port. Now it's cool, this is a Thunderbolt 4 port, so you get really awesome data speeds, and that means if you really want to, you can connect it to an external graphics dock for even more horsepower, though you will have to get that on your own. And then over here, you have a 3.5mm jack and your standard volume toggle. Now, if we flip it around back to the side, you get traditional buttons on the right here. Some of these are for in-game buttons, but the one on the left right here summons the MSI Center, which is kind of their version of an app launcher. So I can scroll across here, you see all your different games. And then if I press it again, this brings us back to our traditional Windows desktop. One little feature I really like is that you can control the mouse cursor with the joystick, which just makes navigating Windows just a little bit easier because, you know, Windows isn't always the best at switching between gaming and just traditional desktop stuff. So it's always nice to have for something like that. And then right here, a quick panel for settings, brightness, sound, use cases, Wi-Fi, what have you. Now, if we flip around back, MSI really went after to make sure that this thing does not get too hot. So you can see almost the entire back of the handheld is venting. Now, it's important to note that this is intake venting, so it's always gonna stay cool, and then it exhausts out the top, you know, typically away from your hands, so you're not gonna get too sweaty. And you also have 2 macro buttons in the back, so they are programmable, but there's only one of them, unlike, you know, the 2 or the pair that you get on the Steam Deck. But that's okay. Of course, one of the other really big differentiators between the Claw and some of its other rivals is that this thing is based on an Intel processor. We're talking an Intel Core Ultra 7. There will also be a Core Ultra 5 version that runs Windows 11, and we're talking 16 gigs of RAM, and we're looking at a 7-inch Full HD IPS LCD panel. So really good quality, and it's 120 hertz refresh rate. I asked if it's gonna be supporting variable refresh rates, but we're still not sure on that, so stay tuned for more coverage when we find out. Another big diversion point, especially against something like the ROG Ally, is this thing has a 53 watt-hour battery life. That's way bigger than the 40 watt-hour battery you get in the Ally, and that's because MSI said they were targeting at minimum 2 hours of gameplay when you're unplugged, and I think that's gonna be a really big deal. Now, if we can talk about MSI's choice to use an Intel processor again for a second, that's a really big departure because if we look at the ROG Ally, the Legion Go, and even something like the Steam Deck, they are all based on AMD APUs. So this is kind of a surprise for a lot of people. However, MSI has tested, and even using pre-production graphics drivers, they're saying that 14 out of the 15 games that they tested are running 20 to 25% or higher frame rates compared to an equivalent AMD-based handheld. And that's a really big deal because we're talking longer battery life and better performance. Now, because this thing is using an Intel processor and integrated an Intel Arc GPU, you know, I think a lot of people are a little bit cautious because the AMD APUs are such a well-known component nowadays. But I think it's really good to have an alternate choice, especially on a gaming handheld. And especially if we want prices to come down, we need more competition in this space. So I'm really excited to see what MSI can do with Intel. I was talking to one of MSI spokespeople, and they said the reason why the Claw came out after stuff like the ROG Ally and the Legion Go is because they were waiting for this Intel chip. So this was a very considered move to wait for Intel's new Core Ultra processors. So now that we got out of the way, let me boot up a game real quick. So we can go over here. And this is still a very pre-production version of MSI Center. I tried to look for a way to show frame rates, but apparently that's not available just yet, but will be available when the unit launches sometime later this year. All right, so now we're in Sonic, and even though this is not an OLED screen, these colors on this display are really nice and vibrant. Look, I know Sonic Superstars is not the most demanding game, but everything looks pretty smooth. And this is always gonna be the true test of a Sonic game on a handheld, because if it's not smooth, Sonic is just terrible. So we're just zooming through Sonic, and I did notice a couple small hitches, but once again, this is pre-production hardware and software, so that's not exactly a surprise. But once again, look at the screen. Super bright, super saturated, and for pretty much 99% of what I've played so far, it's been extremely smooth. And I also gotta say, we're in a pretty loud kind of conference ballroom right now, and these speakers are not even turned up nearly even halfway, and I can still hear everything super clear, so that's also really nice to notice. Okay, so that's been a quick look at the MSI Claw. Now, I don't know if MSI's choice to go with an Intel chip is gonna bring equilibrium to the gaming handheld battlefield, but I think it's a really interesting choice, especially if you want increased competition. The other thing that I'm really excited about is that it's gonna be pretty price competitive. The base model is gonna start at $699, and that's gonna come with an Intel Core Ultra 5 processor and 512 gigs of storage. But if you want a slightly more powerful version with that Intel Core Ultra 7, you can get that for $749. And there will also be a $799 version with 1 terabyte of storage and that same Intel Core Ultra 7 processor. But that's just a quick look, and obviously, because this thing is still in pre-production, we're gonna really wanna test this thing out when it comes out sometime later this year. MSI says the first half, but maybe closer to Q1. So really excited to check that out. And for more from everything at CES, remember to stay tuned to Engadget.com. And as always, come back here to YouTube for more news, videos, and hands-ons.